Yes.
Welcome to fucking Homestuck episode number. We are going to read. Please like and don't subscribe. Only like, please, for this video. Bye. And then yeah, there you go.
Yeah, fuck it,
What
that's
about
the intro. Fuck it. I was just seeing how far you'd go with that bit, and the entire way it seems. Roughly. Fucking Christ. Hello everybody. Welcome back to Reading Homestuck. It's we've got Arthur. Unfortunately no George today. He is doing something. I forgot what he is doing.
Parents came over.
Ah, yes. That. It is very important. But yeah, we're just here with Vriska just booting Tavros in the head.
Peter Pan is dead.
And we killed him.
Oh my god. Oh, they made the joke about him being Peter Pan. I forgot that.
Yes.
That's harsh.
For fuck's sake. Of course, the secret to reuniting with your shadow is to get up and walk around, and play and dance and frolic. Your shadow will surely join you in your gaiety. But it appears Pupa has lost the use of his legs. There will be no frolicking in this young man's future, eight-eyed sadface. Unless... Special Stardust. Now just throwing glitter in his eyes. For fuck's sake.
Magic.
Everyone knows that just a pinch of special stardust, along with a happy thought, will allow any boy to get up and walk again. Everyone knows this because it is in the classic tale Pupa Pan. Young Pupa flies through the window of a fairy girl's respite block, falls on the floor, and has trouble getting up like an enormous pansy. The fairy girl then helps him walk again, and in return, he teaches her to fly, even though she probably already knows how to fly, because she's a fairy. They fly out of her window together, and have magical adventures for many sweeps thereafter. To be honest, you hardly know a damn thing about Pupa Pan, but you don't care. She's just taking the opportunity to beat the shit out of him.
What a nice lady.
I hope she has a nice time.
I wish. I'm not even gonna say it. Some comment about being down bad. Oh, woman beat me, please. There you go.
Yeah,
I gave up.
Sure. Yeah. We found a bit that is that is beyond Arthur.
Just gave up. Just sometimes, you know, you start a bit and you're like, this isn't funny.
Sometimes you gotta know when to cut your losses.
And at that time, it was literally the start.
You gotta know when to cut your losses, and sometimes that time is literally the beginning of the bit. Pupa remains as pathetic and useless as ever. The Stardust did nothing. Probably because it is just glittery powder with no magical properties whatsoever, and is basically bullshit. Because in case it wasn't clear, magic isn't real, and neither are miracles. Or it could just be that Pupa has failed to have a happy thought. Your duty is clear. You will have to make him have happy thoughts. Is she gonna break his legs? Like a fucking mob boss, just like...
Romance. Love.
It was a weird kink thing.
Society. Oh. He's dead now. Manipulate. Oh, he's in love. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not. I've no comment really. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not really
No.
upset. I'm not really.
What
I'm
really?
not really surprised. I'm
Yeah.
just.
What really more can be said to what we just
I'm
just bore
not even
witness to,
really
honestly.
disappointed. I'm just kind of.
It's
like.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like waking up knowing it's going to rain and you have plans and you have to cancel those plans and it happens. You're like, I already knew this was happening. I'm fully aware of this. This is just bad and I know it's going on. What can I say? My life is currently going through a bump.
Oh, by the way, it was snowing back here a little while ago.
Oh, we just had wind that was like throwing bins in the air. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Part of our fence with our neighbours blew over when the wind hit us, but then again, that bit of fence was probably going to fall over anyway. It wasn't very well secured. I'm like 50% sure it was duct tape. Hang on. Yeah, technical a thing. I don't know. Fuck it. We'll just continue like nothing happened there.
Yeah.
Phew. Crisis averted. It was no doubt harrowing and suspenseful. But in the meantime, you've left your client player in the lurch. Ideally, she'd not gotten herself into too much trouble. And ideally, the dramatic irony has not gotten so thick you could draw a dotted line on it with a tube of lipstick and cut it in half with a chainsaw. Oh, I like that.
Well, it's that thing that they just said is happening that is happening.
Yeah, and it's the thing she did previously with a different thing. Oh, this is so sad.
We live in a society.
So that's why she had you make this dress for her. And you just went along with it like a sucker. Ah, you're such an idiot! Yo, Arthur, you wanna do fucking the voice of Mother Sprite?
Sure. I will flex my my skill as a voice actor. Non-professional and non. It just. Sorry, the screen share just completely changed for a second to like a list of like file names and a CDM prompt. That was really funny.
Am I
CMD prompt or something.
Hang on, let me just fucking.
Make sure you're streaming Homestuck window.
Yeah, I am streaming Homestuck window and not my entire desktop. Right? Fucking. This is just.
I am literally clenching my throat to sound like I'm a group of bees. There, sweetheart.
I can show you what I was doing. I'm literally, you know, the basically I'm literally shoving my fingers around my throat, forcing parts of it
To
closed.
sound like
Great.
a group of bees, as you put it.
It sounds all buzzy, and that's the only way I can describe that. Cleverly, anyway. Oh, it's hard having your heart broken. That's hard.
Kanaya, it's hard. Being a kid and growing up. It's hard and nobody understands. Okay, we're apparently going to try to understand now.
Okay, so we're getting something explained to us. It's a good start.
Okay, law.
Cutscene.
The problem is that when the subject of troll romance is broached, our sparing human intellects instantly assume the most ingratiating posture of surrender imaginable. but we will do our best to understand regardless. Humans have only one form of romance, and though we consider it a complicated subject spanning a wide range of emotions, social conventions, and implications for reproduction, it is ultimately a superficial slice of what trolls consider the full body of romantic experience. Our concept of romance, in spite of its capacity to fill our art and literature and to rule our individual destinies like little else, is just that, a single linear concept. A concept usually denoted by a single symbol. Heart. Troll romance is more complicated than that. Troll romance needs 4 symbols.
Well, right, now hold on a minute. They're saying...
Okay.
Let me explain quickly. They're saying... Do you want me to go over this in like a... Here we have... David Attenborough style.
David Attenborough / documentary voice.
Hey, quickly, can you go up to the image? So they're saying love in humans is good, bad. It's just I love, I don't love. Like a binary system. I disagree. I think love is a lot more complicated than people. That's what they said. They were like, it's a single linear thing. It's a single emotion.
Emotions.
I disagree. Personally, me disagree.
Okay, please explain. Elaborate, please. You are debating a webcomic from 10 years ago. Please continue the debate out loud so the audience can hear you.
Love and hate, same side, one coin. Or two side, one coin.
Yeah, I was about to say, same side, one coin. What other side then?
Your mother, other side.
No.
Coin.
One side of the coin is love and hate. The other side of the coin is the video neutral response.
Facts.
Oh god, I miss neutral response.
And the same side of a different coin. Like, if you hate somebody, there is an amount of you that cares for them. And actually not liking somebody usually just means, like, me no want to be involved, me no think anything about you. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. People you don't like, you are generally, just don't think about them. You just have nothing towards them. They don't occupy any space in your head because you don't enjoy thinking about them. So it's just no thanks. So that's kind of the concept of black romance, isn't it? It's like hating something so much that it becomes obsessive to you.
Well, I would assume, potentially. I mean, we will presumably be told that is or isn't what it is here.
Yeah. True. I'm debating before I've read. But I'm saying
you are debating a point that is yet to be made.
All I'm saying is if that was their point, I disagree. Now let's get back to the reading of the thing.
Yes.
So, their understanding of romance is divided into halves, and halved again, producing 4 quadrants: the flushed quadrant, the calignous quadrant, the pale quadrant, and the ashen quadrant. Dark Soul? Ash? Alright. Each quadrant... Each quadrant is grouped by the half they share, whether horizontally or vertically, depending on the overlapping properties one examines. The sharpest dichotomy from an emotional perspective is drawn between red romance and black romance. Red romance comprised of the flushed and pale quadrants. It is a form of romance rooted in strongly positive emotions. Black romance, with its calignous and ashen quadrants, is rooted in the strongly negative. On the other hand, the vertical bifurcation has to do with the purpose of the relationship, regardless of the emotions behind it. Those quadrants which are concupiscent, the flushed and calignous, have to do with facilitating the elaborate reproductive cycle of trolls. Those which are conciliatory, the pale and ashen, would be more closely linked to platonic relationships by human standards. So basically, they have friends and they have love. Wow, crazy. All right. I know I do. Saying that though, I'm very.
It seems you have predicted it essentially again.
Yeah.
That was the point they were making.
I will say though, before I say that, I'm very pleased he's trying something like this. This is world building, and while it's a bit facetious, it's a bit like we're going to just say things that aren't, we're just going to make sweeping generalizations towards the basis that we're building it off of. It's still world building, and it's still an interesting idea, and I like it, and I'm very pleased.
I don't know what the fuck, this one here in
that is essentially
is presumably meant to be. This seems like it's the place where, like you said, it's just like, I do not think of you, fuck off. That doesn't seem like it's like ever be interpreted as.
Imagine you have a group of friends, and one of your friends introduces a new group of friends, and say you like most of them, but there's one of them that just doesn't like you and you don't like them. So, but instead of actively hating each other, you just kind of avoid each other, and that's what I'm assuming that Ashen quadrant is.
I don't know, potentially. But like the other three, it's the fourth one, I've got no idea. But the other three is a neat idea. It is a neat idea of like, oh yeah, this species sees really strong friendship as a form of romance. That's like, yeah, that's a neat idea. And they also see, I fucking hate you and wish you would die as a form of romance.
Yeah,
which is odd, but neat. It's a neat idea, It is what it is.
Yeah, I just think the Ashen quadrant is just like when you have to be around somebody, but you're not friends with them and you don't really like each other. So it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna
dislike but tolerance.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
The fucking black romance is just, I will kill you on sight, I won't kill you on sight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. All right.
There are many parallels between human relationships and the various facets of troll romance. Humans have words to describe relationships of a negative nature or of a platonic nature. The difference is, for humans, those relationships would never be conceptually grouped with romance.
Oh, okay, yes, so they're actually pointing that. Okay, that's cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's all that is. No, it's world building. I like it. I lost something once, but it wasn't this. I like this.
Establishing those sort of relationships for humans is not driven by the same primal forces that drive our tendency to couple romantically. But for trolls, those primal forces involve themselves in the full palette of these relationships, red or black, torrid or friendly. Trolls typically feel strongly compelled to find balance in each quadrant and seek gratifying relationships that each describes. The challenge is particularly torturous for young trolls who must reconcile the wide range of contradictory emotions associated with this matrix while understanding the nature of their various romantic urges for the first time. Of course, young humans have this challenge too, but for trolls, the challenge is fourfold.
Right, I guess we're doing a deep dive. These two. God.
Examine the flushed.
I knew they were fucking.
They were.
I was aware of patterns and trends.
He was aware. To be fair, in this case, we were all aware of patterns and trends. The patterns and trends were relatively self-evident. They were right there.
Also, Rose's mother just seems like such a nice lady.
It's very unfortunate that her daughter is just like, fuck you, Mum. I literally hate you. Go fuck a wizard or something.
Alright.
When two individuals find themselves in a flushed quadrant, together they are said to be mate sprites. Mate spriteship is the closest parallel to the human concept of romance trolls have. It plays a role in the troll's reproductive cycle, just as it does for humans. This is pretty obvious. Not much more needs to be said about this. Moving right along.
Alright. This one.
The Calignus quadrant. When a pair of
just scroll up quickly. There is tension within that image. It is a well drawn image. There you go, Eric. Let's go down there.
So essentially, I'm going to sum this up, I would assume. It's just hate fucking.
Yeah.
when a pair of adversaries delve into this quadrant, they become each other's kismeses. As one of the concupiscent quadrants, it plays a role in procreation as well. There is no particularly good human translation for this concept. The closest would be an especially potent arch rivalry. For instance, human players would never be able to
I already said
Yeah.
it was hate fucking. It's called hate fucking.
would never be able to adequately diagnose the relationship between the queen and her archagent, but troll players could immediately place it as a dead ringer for kismesitude. They would think we were all pretty stupid for not getting it, and they would be right.
If it weren't for the term hate fucking.
Yeah, we could just be like, so. Just eating a real pizza. Oh no.
He's eating his pizza pie. It did not hit him in his eye. No eels were involved in the creation of this image.
That's amore.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. So I'm just cleaning my hand.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright, okay.
Trolls have a complicated reproductive cycle, and it's probably best not to examine it in much detail.
He
The
says
need
with
to
4
seek out
paragraphs to go.
The need to seek out concupiscent partners comes with more urgency than a typical reproductive instinct. When the Imperial drone comes knocking, you had better be able to supply genetic material to each of his filial pales. If you have nothing to offer, he will kill you without hesitation. The genetic material, without going into much detail, is a combinative genetic mix from the mate sprite and kismesis pairs, respectively. The pales are all offered to the mother grub, who can only receive such precombined material. She then combines all of it into one incestuous slurry and begins her brooding. This doesn't mean the initial combination was for naught, however. In the slurry, more dominant genes rise to the fore, while more recessive genes find less representation in the brood.
That is what that means.
Especially strong mate split and kismesis pairings yield more dominant genetic material. The more powerful the complement, or potent the rivalry, the more dominant the genes. Troll reproduction sure is weird. We all take a moment to lament how pedestrian the human reproductive system is, and further lament the phrase incestuous slurry is not a feature of common parlance in human civilization.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't lament that very much at all.
Yeah, no, have you heard of Twitter.com?
Yeah. Incestuous slurry, Twitter.com.
Or isekai anime as a concept. I've won.
And with that, he completely delves into the idea at which had been put before him, laying it bare upon a table like your fat ass and dump truck cheeks.
Alright.
The Ashen quadrant. This quadrant involves a particular type of three-way relationship of a black romantic nature. Falling upon the conciliatory side, it has no bearing on the reproductive cycle except for indirect ramifications. When two trolls are locked in a feud or some otherwise contentious relationship, one can intervene and become their auspice. The auspicious mediates between the two, playing the role of a peacekeeper, preventing the feud from boiling over into a fully malignant rivalry. Since such lesser feuds are quite common among trolls, there is a significant need for auspiciating parties. Without them, too many Ashen feuds would become malignant and begin to conflict with other exclusive kismesis relationships, leading to a great deal of social complexity and sore feelings, even more so than black romance usually involves. Without auspicitism, the result would be widespread black infidelity. Yeah, I feel like the funny voice, David Attenborough, works for this.
Yeah, it very much works for this. So what I'm getting is, the fourth one we didn't understand is hate cock blocking.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. How's that?
Try just food.
Yes.
I am a little fat man.
Pizza pie, moon, eye,
Alright.
etc.
Ah, true. Alright.
I got the lines backwards, but I do not care. I'll also just put something at the top of the screen there to...
Stop that flashing, yeah.
The relationship each quadrant describes tends to be malleable, if not volatile, especially on the concupiscent half, where more torrid emotions reside. It doesn't take much to flip a switch and transmute black rom feelings to red rom, and vice versa. In many cases, one party will have red feelings, while the other has black, but it will often be the case that one party's feelings will swap to match the other's, since there is no quadrant which naturally accommodates such a disparity. But thereafter, it's not uncommon for the two to toggle between red and black in unison now and then. These scenarios naturally result in both red and black infidelities. This sort of relationship volatility. Oh, I'm just stupid. This sort of relationship volatility is why conciliatory relationships are an important part of troll romance.
Again, I'll just put some at the top of the screen there. We've seen the GIF.
The auspice can stabilize particularly turbulent relationships. If the auspice fails to mediate properly, or has no interest in the role, perhaps has different romantic intentions, him or herself altogether, then the relationship often quickly deteriorates into one of an especially hostile and torrid nature. There are many outside factors and influences tugging and pulling these relationships in different directions, and unlike humans who have very orderly, simple, straightforward romantic relationships without exception, that's funny, trolls exist in a state of almost perpetual confusion and generally have no idea what the hell is going on. Being confused by troll relationships is one thing we do have in common, though.
To be fair, as also a human, I have no fucking idea what the hell is going on any given moment of any given day.
And the pale quadrant. This quadrant presides over more allegiance, the other conciliatory relationship. A reasonable human translation would be the concept of a soulmate, but in a more platonic sense without a specific social purpose. Trolls are a very angry and violent race. Some are more hot-tempered and dangerous than others, to the extent that if left to their own devices, they would present a serious threat to society, or even themselves. Such trolls will...
Future me on the thumbnail. I assume the... I assume the one they're implying... Yeah, she's grown on me.
Yeah.
You know, but I assume the danger to society they have mentioned here is fucking Shinji over here. So, thumbnail for today. Part of the thumbnail. Equius. But put him in Joker makeup.
Society.
Society. top or bottom text, doesn't matter.
Upper and lower inscription and do it in a fancy font. It's so much. I don't know why. It just makes me laugh more. All right.
Alright, fair enough. I'll make sure it's like a proper fancy cursive one.
Yeah. All right.
Where am I? Here we are. Such trolls will have an instinctive pale attraction to a more even-tempered troll, who may become their moral. Moral is obliged to pacify the other, to function as the better half. The two partners in a strong pair relationship will serve to balance and complement each other's emotional profiles, and thus allow their other relationships to be more successful. It is often ambiguous, especially among young trolls, whether a bond formed between an acquaintance is a true moral allegiance or the usual variety of platonic involvement. Furthermore, romantic intentions of a more flushed nature can be mistaken for paler learnings, much to the frustration of the suitor. But some pale pairings, as the one above, will be strikingly obvious to all who know them.
I have not seen those characters interact, but yeah, sure.
And yet,
It was distinctly the most pleasant conversation that we had, Equius. It wasn't pleasant, but it was the least unpleasant.
There you go.
And yet others will seem
Equius
to have...
wasn't racist as much in it.
Wild.
much.
Actually mental. As much.
Utterly.
Alright.
And yet others will seem to have been hatched for one another.
Sorry, have we met those two characters?
No, but judging from the fact that they've got the fucking symbols on their
Symbols, yeah,
shirts
we're
again-
gonna.
Yeah, no, we have technically in the text logs. It's
Okay.
CC and CA.
Oh, okay.
The Yorkshire accent and Gilbert Gottfried.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because...
Wait! More troll romance exposition, please!
Good.
God, you can't get enough of this, can you? That would have been a point for transition out of this illustrated sociological study, but okay, if you insist. Now see, what's going on here is, it's perfectly simple. When the matrix of troll romance is in action, we have... Actually, hey, why don't you figure it out? You should be an expert on all this by now, anyway.
Just fucking...
Ra, ro, ma, Roma, ra, ooh, that's, it fits. It fits the beat.
Sure. God, it has been so long since I've seen John Egbert, and I am happy. I'm...
He's still alive. Alright, should I read this in the voice, or do you want to do this in normal?
I'll take over from here. I don't think we're doing more fucking Animal Planet or whatever here.
No more Planet Earth.
Yes. No more planet. Well, I mean, it has been destroyed by various rocks in the story by now, so...
That means
Technically
the Netflix
correct.
servers are probably dead, which is rough. I was in the middle of watching something.
I love the idea that for the last, not all of humanity, died out on Earth. They just kind of went, oh, shit, my Netflix. And then fucked off to somewhere else.
Who will be the one to reinstate Netflix in the society of humans when they rebuild Earth? That person will surely become the next Jeff Bezos.
Okay. Later, our troll hero would try to explain this to our human hero, attempting to convey all the nuance of troll romance through a nearly verbatim recitation of the preceding excerpts. He would try to describe how rich and textured the troll romantic comedies were compared to the one-dimensional schlock of our human cinematic counterparts. He would barely scratch the surface of troll Will Smith's virtuosity with the delicate lattice of troll romance. as he would assist the bumbling, fudge-blooded troll Kevin James through the interwoven minefield briar patch of red rom and black rom entanglements, all the while sifting through his own prickly romantic situation and ultimately learning the true meaning of hate and pity. But would they succeed before the Imperial drone came knocking, with his thirsty pails at the ready? Yes, they would. But John didn't understand any of this because he's a moron, and he wouldn't shut up about his god-awful bullshit Earth movies. He would just go on and on and on about that garbage.
For fuck's sake, there's more!
I love this. For fuck's sake! Just David Attenborough just loses it. On set, script, on the ground. He is just losing his goddamn mind.
I am tired of planet Earth. For fuck's sake. When do I get to talk about Mars?
He's just like, I am tired of planet Earth, and he retires to his space laser station.
Becomes Dr. whatever the guy is from Austin Powers.
Dr. Evil, I think.
Oh, it is Dr. I was gonna say Dr. Evil, but I was like, it's not. It's like Dr. Death or something.
No. You might have been trying to... Your brain might have been getting confused with Doctor Doom from Marvel.
Yeah, from Marvel, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Alright, your turn.
Yes. But if there was one theme to be hammered through its thick skull, it would be the troll's cultural preoccupation with romantic destiny. Yes, the romantic landscape is rife with false starts and miscues and infidelities, red and black. But every troll believes strongly that each quadrant holds one of and only one true pairing for them, and it is just a matter of time before the grid is filled with auspicious matchups through the mysterious channels of troll serendipity. In short, their belief is that for each quadrant there exists a pair or triad of trolls somewhere in the cosmos that were made for each other. Wow, another great transition. You wonder if it will stick this time. You have no choice but to take a stab at the rare and extremely dangerous 2x transition combo. Looks like it worked. Who is this guy anyway? Who is this guy?
This guy?
Who is this guy?
Oh, I thought that was his leg. like the horse. Like I thought
Like
the horse was his legs. Like he was like sort of like a Bruce Lee pose. I was like, what?
Man's just
Well,
got
this
some
guy kinda
fucking,
cool.
Man's just got some fucking calves spiked.
It was. I was
Got
actually,
a weird
I
deformation
actually
in the thigh.
I genuinely
that's
thought that's what
okay.
it was,
Yeah,
and it should have been.
and it should have been. Andrew Hussey was just a coward. Your name is Eridan Emperor. Okay, do something awesome.
He didn't. That is distinctly not awesome. Oh, okay. I was still doing it. Fair enough.
Wait for
Oh,
it.
what the fuck? I bet he gets hit by lightning. That'd be really funny.
Wait. Yeah, imagine it's just like he's hovering there and it's just... Edit
And
to
he's
me.
dead, and
Edit
he
that
never
in.
gets talked to.
Edit that in. Edit that
Scared.
in. Edit Eridan Emperor getting blasted. That's why his name has amp in it. It was a fucking illusion to the fact that he was going to get blasted by lightning 3 seconds into us knowing him.
And to die. What the
Oh,
fuck?
she blows. It's a fucking whale.
She blows. Is this guy the Yorkshire
It appears
accent?
it can fly.
Yeah, it's a Wailord from Pokemon.
Also, no, this was the Gilbert Gottfried.
SMH.
Oh, yeah, what the fuck?
Yo, man's got a fucking super laser rifle.
Cat Chow.
Okay, that guy's pretty much squared away. What about her? Your name is Pfeffery Pisces or something. Or Pisces.
Pisces. Yeah. It's the fish.
Pisces, yeah, fuck it. Pfeffery Pisces. It's just, her last name is literally just the sign.
Mm-hmm.
Do something adorable.
She just eats the whale. Never mind.
It just eats the whale whole, just hum.
Like Kirby. Oh my god, wait, this is just Aquaman.
She just goes fucking mouthful mode.
Nom nom nom.
Eats a car.
Oh my god. He's just gonna... Can you play, just for that, while that frame is on screen, don't, like, include any of this. Like, just have, exactly while this frame is on frame, just have the notes from Fallen Kingdom, like, just, like, only while the frame is on screen.
The ending of Fallen Kingdom, and I'll cut out, like, most of this.
All of the, yeah, so it's just on for, like, a second, you just have that little bit there.
Yes.
Okay, maybe you can keep it going.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
In fact, in retrospect, I will include the request as well.
Fair enough. Do what you want with it. Oh, he's getting fed to a big old squid.
Oh, yeah, that's a fucking big squid.
That's a big squid. There's a lot of calamari. And there's more than just a squid, never mind.
Yep, that is a thing.
It's an eldritch horror.
Yep. That should keep her quiet for a while. At least until she dies.
Fair enough.
Fair enough!
You've got to respect the hustle, that's all I'm saying.
I've got to respect the hustle, you are correct.
Oh, yeah, because the whale was probably someone's, like, mother spirit thing.
Yeah, something. That should keep her happy for a while. And make a freshly orphaned troll somewhere very sad.
Yeah. Mother thing. Mother spirit.
Something. You conveniently return to your respite block so that we may study your variety of interests. This was very considerate of you.
How nice. Fuck! Law.
Do you want to do the Attenborough voice again for this motherfucker?
Yeah, sure.
Flowing through your veins is nearly the richest blood the hemospectrum has to offer. Penultimate on the scale, as such, you're a sea dweller, a sub-race of troll distinct from the commoners by mutation and habitat, a caste which rules over the entire species. But ruling, in your view, is not enough. You have an overpowering genocide complex, fuck's sake. You have made it your sworn duty to kill all land dwellers. You have amassed resources, deadly weaponry from around the world for this ambition. Through many sweeps of extreme role-playing, are pursuing a working doomsday device, which will bring Armageddon to all those on the surface. Haven't had much luck with that, but maybe tonight is your night. You hold a fascination for military history and legendary conquerors. You have dubiously modeled your profile in exploits after the most notorious figures and their stories, which are bristling with the glory of victory and the sting of defeat, and political machinations of romantic intrigue. It is an image you are careful to craft through exaggerated emotional theatrics, and your penchant for mass murder notwithstanding, people tend to regard you as a bit of a tool. You also like magic, even though you know it has to be fake, like a made-up friend, the way wizards are. Make-believe, fakey fakes. It's still fun though. Your troll tag is Caligula's Aquarium, and you speak with a very weird sort of wavy-sounding accent. You hold off on doing anything for the moment, on account of courtesy to the fellow royalty.
Oh, we're cutting over here. As well.
On the subject of courtesy, you have also returned to your block so we can get a better look at you. Again, quite considerate. Royalty sure is civilized. Windows XP looking fucking tablet head ass.
She's got an iPad. Okay.
They've
got potentially advanced space travel. They've got fucking super laser rifles. But in terms of like computerized technology, iPad, highest tech.
It's busted.
For fuck's sake. I'll take this one if you want. Okay. You are also a sea dweller. You have the most noble blood possible, the only of your kind known to possess it, and the only to share it with Globoglob. Okay. A deep sea monster also known as the Rift's Carbuncle. Emissary to the horror terrors.
That's how you pronounce that.
Glub-begolib. Glub-begolib. Sure.
I like Lovecraft.
Or in more hushed tones, Speaker of the Vast Glub.
For fuck's sake.
This makes you the heir apparent for Alternian rulership, which ordinarily would place you in considerable jeopardy. Her imperious condescension would steer the flagship from the fleet and make an attempt on your life herself, if not for the protection of your monstrous Lussus. And if not forewarned of your race's extinction by the whispers of that Lussus, you would have big plans for the throne. All the plans. All of them. You would redefine what it means to be cold in troll society. Under your rule, it would mean caring for the unfit and infirm rather than exterminating them. And
less genocide and racism.
Good lord, can you imagine?
It's almost like that's a good idea.
The lack of genocide and racism, not the genocide and racism itself.
Yes. The not
to clarify, it was an in-depth. It was it was an open modifier.
That is me saying it's almost like deciding not to do those things is a good idea. I will refill my water while you continue to read.
Aye, fair enough. And you've put this idea into practice by culling the fauna of the deep. You tend to wild and beautiful aquatic hoof beasts, grooming and feeding them daily. You capture and cage cuttlefish by the thousands for their own good, and also because they're funny and colourful and you love them. They often swim...
you said culling them,
through the bars of their cages, but that is fine.
You said culling them, and I thought, okay, so she's going to put into practice less killing by killing all the things under the sea.
I remember
she was saying culling means good thing
the
now.
Word culling.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Which, I mean, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is. She's working by her own definition. It's fine.
It's fair enough. Respectable.
You run your whole palace as sort of a wildlife adoption facility. Even if the wildlife's need for care is dubious at best, and the practice really just amounts to an elaborate role-playing scenario. It's still fun, though. You would also look forward to using your reign to unite the two races. You were told you would do this one day by your Lussus, even if it does contradict her message of extinction. Oh well, you suppose not all prophecies can come true. Your troll tag is Cuttlefish Colour, and you... Arthur? Yorkshire accent.
Yorkshire accent. You have a hard time not getting really excited about practically everything.
Good shit. What will you both do? Something ridiculous.
What? Why was it suddenly what?
I do not know. Fuck yes, apparently.
They're such good friends. One of them wants to kill everyone, the other one doesn't.
Hell fucking yes.
Well, there we go, back to normal.
Yes, I suppose. Normalcy has occurred.
They are not different enough colours for me to be able to tell them apart easily.
I think we should leave this until next time.
Fair enough.
Looking at it. Let me just change the names here. On this notepad.
That works.
I nearly wrote Equius when I meant to write Eridan, because their names both start with E and they're both incredibly racist.
Yeah. Well, I guess this isn't a
I just
race
think
thing.
all-
It's just
I
that
think
you
it's
live
just-
above the ground.
I think it's
Oh,
just
sorry.
all racists look and sound alike.
Hold on. That's racistist. So no, that's racist. It's outrageous.
Yeah, it's not racistist. That would be if two people were trying to be the most racistest in the least time.
That's true.
Well, that would be a racistist race.
Racist race, yeah. That's harsh. How are we gonna be racistist? If you get really finicky about the race part of racism.
You par it down to like to like
You literally
you
make them
live
do a
one
DNA
village.
test.
I'm sorry, sir. Your DNA says you are 0.2% Irish.
Bottom of the morning to you. I hate you.
Anyway, Arthur, what did you think of this episode? Where we learned about
Alright.
troll romance for debatably too much time.
I really liked it. It was world building. It went on for a while, but it was world building and that was good. And we've introduced a new characters, the left of which seems interesting, the right of which seems... I really like their racists, don't I?
Yeah, they have. There are a good few racists in here. I've also just noticed something. Because I've got all of the voices written, like, on a notepad document. They're all 6 letters long.
The voices or the names?
All the names are 6 letters long. Because I've got them all on a notepad document here, so I can literally look at them. Also, all of the human names are 4 letters long.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
Just little details that may or may not become relevant.
Yeah, potentially.
Can't wait till we get introduced to a race of things that have exactly 2-letter long names, like in, on, un, gun, etc.
Bit.
Or, op, ap, ip, up, nope.
That's 3 letters.
Yeah.
If it's nup.
Alright.
Just the third race of beings that are introduced, you have to beatbox to say their names.
Yeah, alright, cool, that was fun. Don't hate it.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it started off on a weird note. It was just like, aha, and now they kiss. And it was like, okay.
Andrew Hussey picks up his 2 dolls and starts slamming them together.
Now kiss. Yeah, but I mean, it's just how it is. And then, it's gonna be, I don't know, life will occur. And then, so they kiss, and then we have about a 40-minute explanation as to why they kiss. And it's like, okay. Fair enough. And then
Yeah, no,
we have,
you know.
And then you have like a 15-minute explanation onto who these two people are, and it was fun.
Yeah,
And
fun.
I don't hate it. It was, as far as episodes go, pretty good. Yeah.
Also,
Nothing bad happened. A lot of interesting stuff happened. So yeah, one of my favourites actually, I'd say.
Yeah, it's a pretty damn solid episode.
Yeah, and the David Attenborough voice was fun to do. And isn't very straining, which is nice.
Perhaps we'll find a character in the future that we can give the David Attenborough voice permanently.
Lord English ever comes around, I could do that.
Potentially. We'll see. You know, we will very much see. But before I get to the proper outro, I just want to say something that I really should have said at the start of the episode, and I don't remember if I did or didn't, but just to be safe, genuinely thank you all for 100 subscribers. It was. I did not expect to be here this quickly. Like at all.
Yeah. It's really incredible. I didn't expect that video to really do anything. I had no idea what it was about, and you know, it's incredible that it's reached the people you wanted it to reach, and you've done a really amazing job on it, and evidently, you know, you've been rewarded for it, and it's really cool. And
what is this genuine positive emotion in reading Homestuck? Oh, cringe.
Oh yeah. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not an insincere arsehole all of the time. Just most.
Just most of the time, like me.
Yeah, just most. It's incredible. It's really, it's actually been, you know, I've been sat here and I hear these things from you. You know, it's reached this person. It's, you know, it's reached this many views. It's done this. It's done that. And I honestly, I just sit here with a smile on my face because it's really good. It's really good news, and I'm glad that it's gone that well for you. I'm really happy to hear it.
But hey, you know, fucking, why sit on my laurels when I can keep going?
Keep pushing.
You know,
keep pushing. Let's
have
rolling.
fun
With this.
Keep it rolling.
Do the content we enjoy, and don't do the content we don't. It's that simple.
Yeah, which is why we're cancelling the Nuzlocke.
That's true. Yes, the Nuzlocke is being cancelled. We may revisit it at a later point. For
the format we went for with it was just not fun, honestly.
Don't wanna do a let's play. Instead, maybe do it something as we do a really weird Nuzlocke, play it all through together at some point, like on call, just really hyper speed run it, and then, you know, just talk about what happened. You know, have a video detailing the experiences and what happened and how much we enjoyed it and stuff like that. Yeah.
Indeed. But if you liked this video, leave a like. If you very much like this video and want to see more like it, hit that subscribe button. We upload Reading Homestuck every Monday or Tuesday, depending on your time zone, and we upload other things sometimes on Thursdays or Fridays, again, depending on your time zone. Follow me on Twitter, where you can see me potentially discuss ideas for things I might want to do, or other such things. Follow Arthur on Twitch. Arthur?
Oh god. Fuck if I know if I'll do anything. It'll happen when it happens, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's that simple. I mean,
yeah.
My Twitch is really just if I really feel like streaming something. But at the minute, I'm just enjoying playing games without like Twitch on. I don't know. When I put Twitch on, there's kind of a level of expectation I have to do. Whereas if I'm playing it just on my own or with a friend in a call, it's a lot nicer. I mean, you know, I might revisit Twitch, but I can say definitely for a little while I won't be doing much, and I'll be focusing on getting a job. You know, more into this channel. With you, Alex, focused a lot more on this and building this up and doing stuff for that. I'm also taking a short course on video editing, so I can give you a hand with that.
Yo.
So yeah.
Yo, very nice.
Yeah. I will be obtaining things to do video editing as well. Probably legally. Hopefully legally. But, you know,
possibly.
it is what it is.
Maybe George can
I'm
give you
a
link. We'll
little
see.
bit poor. I am a little bit poor. I know where to get it illegally, but I don't want to. I'd rather get things legally.
I will take the honourable path.
Yeah, I'm a lord.
You have no honor. And you are a slave to it.
My
Ghost
brother.
of Tsushima.
My brother is dead. Kenji!
That
And
peaked my
follow.
mic.
Yeah, and I'll leave it. We'll see how it sounds in post. Anyway, follow George also on both of those things. He does stuff occasionally. I don't know what his streaming schedule is going to be like right now, but I believe
He tries to stream Tuesday evenings at like 6
Yes.
GMT, right?
8. It was 8
8
I think.
GMT. 8 GMT, fair enough. One of those 2 times, probably.
Maybe. You'll have to see for yourself. But
For
That all
Americans,
aside-
that is 12 or 2 in the afternoon.
well, sorry, Americans. Or are we? I don't know. George isn't here to confirm whether he is or isn't. It's his fault.
Okay.
But we will see you in the next video. Later.
Bye.